Hello, it is me, Meghan Narvas, and I haven't uploaded a video on this channel for about 4 months already. The Olympics, that's a very relevant topic right now. So I am currently working on another video. Here's a preview. Very good preview. It's not done, and I really want to upload something on this channel, so I decided to make a video about reading from my dream journal, numero 2. The Dinosaur Acid Spa, October 25, 2022. There are many dreams that I didn't put in the first dream video. I was in a hotel room. There was nothing but a chair and a T-Rex. The chair was a normal chair and there was a T-Rex. We all played bingo. I played bingo with a chair. The people came because the prize money was stolen. I don't remember where. The T-Rex ate the people and me because the chair and the T-Rex were crime partners. We almost died. Then we had an idea and decided to make the acid liquid in the stomach into a spa. Me and the people had a business. Anytime the T-Rex ate someone, we would treat them to a spa if they had money. We would let them be digested if they didn't have money. Disappearance of the sun, January 25, 2024. The sun disappeared. The world was ending. The sky was red for some reason. That should be like in a movie trailer. And there were red orbs falling into earth and roads. I went on social media to check if this was real. People were arguing in Twitter because they were offended that NASA was posting pictures of the sun. Twitter took down all the photos of the sun. People still arguing and memeing. You couldn't go outside for more than 5 minutes or else you might die or radiated. Wanted to go out and buy some groceries. I kept telling them no, but they were hungry and wanted to buy something. They left and drove away. Hours passed and never came back. Kept calling. They never answered. The TV was on and we were watching the news. It told people not to worry, but it made me worry. After a while, went to look for person A. They never came back. The world started to get darker. The Not So Amazing Race, May 24, 2024. I was on the Amazing Race. I don't know who my partner was, but I had a partner. We went to a country. Of course you went to a country. The challenges didn't make sense and I don't remember them. Me and my partner were doing good and we didn't went home for the first leg. I think this is when I was watching a lot of Amazing Race. That's probably why I had this dream. I love Amazing Race. My favorite part's when they go to the countries. After that, we went to an old house that was going to get demolished. It was a historical significance. They wanted to join the protest and they did. I tried stopping them because there was a crane with a big rock on it and I was worried that they would die. They ignored me. Suddenly, the rock got detached by its string. Suddenly the rock got detached by its string and killed only my partner. Everyone else was safe. They dissolved into soil and the house took them. I ran away to our hotel room and cried. I wanted to go home and tell their family about what happened, but the producers told me I can't leave until I got eliminated or win. We went to France and I was alone for the next leg. I don't think you're allowed to do that. You need to have someone with you. I finished the first challenge and went looking for a clue. A random man gave me a clue and I thought they were part of the race. I immediately went looking for a taxi and there was a line of taxis. I picked one and they immediately start driving me without saying anything. I was given a map, but it was very confusing. The man kept driving and I was struggling to figure out where to go. I eventually thought that I understood the map. We went to a clue box and it wasn't the one I was supposed to go to. Another team was there. I asked them, but they shoved me to the ground. I got sad and went back to the taxi. the taxi. Another person was in there now. They helped. We had to go back to the starting point. The taxi man confessed that he was paid to help me not win. The producers thought it would be funny that I would mess up. I got sad, but the taxi driver told me he can give me a tour of the city. I agreed and we went places. The taxi driver and the lady who helped me became my friends. The end. Death from viral video. June 10, 2024. What are these? There was a viral video I watched of a little girl singing Old MacDonald. It was a chicken, but she said the chicken said chicken. Everybody couldn't stop laughing. I was the only person in the world to not find it funny. The news reporter was also laughing and he suddenly died. Everyone died except for me. Dead dance competition. Why is there so much dead things? July 12, 2024. I was dead and had to enter a dance competition to be alive. I won and then I was revived. I went to the dollar store and bought a ton of star stickers with a friend. After paying it, we night and we were going home. She saw an arcade and I saw that the only one person was there. She wanted to go beat them before the arcade was closed. We went in and she went to play laser tag. Someone else was in the lobby and we talked for a bit, then the cashier in the lobby wasted old math teacher. She told me to enter a math competition. I refused and then she had an inspirational speech that made me cry. I accepted and hugged her. It was a long time. They told me he could drive me home, so I left my friend and she died. Why is everybody dying? We talked a bit for the car. We arrived at 3 in the morning. I did something else and I forgot. Dungeons and Bakeries. August 3, 2024. I went to a dungeon and I had to manage all the people there. I met a strong wizard. He was cool and awesome. Suddenly, we went to a bakery. He bought me a ton of food and I was happy. We were in a small town. Everyone was scared of the wizard because he was 7 feet tall. Apparent, I saw him as a cool guy, but everyone else saw him as a monster. We went to explore the town. I saw water and boats. It was cool. Gas station. October 10, 2024. I was at a gas station in the middle of nowhere looking at keys. The Weird Wedding. November 18, 2024. I went to a wedding and it was nice. I explored the place where the wedding was held. Every time I went through a different door, it was a different type of location. One was a beautiful yard with a lot of trees and gazebos near the water and trees. Another room was the entrance of a mansion. The other one was a gloomy gray office. I wasn't supposed to be in the office. There were some people who went with me to explore the place. There was a mysterious figure that appeared and started to chase us with a large sword. We all ran screaming and we went to separate doors. I was now in a log cabin with a few of the people. We didn't know what was going on. We went back to the office to see if the others were okay. No one was there. We explored the office until we got surprise attacked by the mysterious figure. He stabbed all of us, but we didn't die. But we did. After dying, we all woke up back at the wedding like nothing happened. We all went back to look for the figure and died again. We kept doing it. Hang gliding school, February 7, 2025. I went to hang gliding school. The hang gliders were robots and they autopilot you around. But you still need a license to use them because you can use them without the autopilot. I did a class in a forest. People kept telling me that I sucked. I wanted to show them wrong and I flew and then I forgot what to do and then I died. My ghost remained at the school until it was retirement day. While I was a ghost, I heard everyone still saying I sucked. And then I was looking for some sort of high because I was bored. So then I jumped off a cliff and then I died again and undoed my death. And now I'm alive again. Hell stairs. May 25, 2025. I was invited to a party, but it was a trap. Alongside taking demon wolves, I went to a building that collapsed into stairs leading to hell. I kept walking down and the wolves were scared, but they promised that they would stay with me. I kept telling them, "Good demon wolves, I made it to hell!" I met the devil, and it turns out he wanted to have a party with me. We ate spaghetti! The demon wolves ate the spaghetti and they were all good boys and girls. The Missing Pigmentation. June 1st, 2025. I was minding my own business and suddenly my skin pigmentation ran away. It had little legs and made cartoon sound effects every time. I'm crying. Oh my god, that's so funny. I didn't become white or anything like that. But instead, I just had holes in the parts where the pigmentation went away. I got scared because I thought if all my pigmentation came off, I would cease to exist. I chased after it, but it was too fast. I was panicking the entire time. This isn't the way I wanted to die. I wanted to die in a cool way and I felt humiliated running after my skin pigmentation. Ski Resort Baking Sal, July 20, 2025. I was at a ski resort and there was a group of people trying to sell their baked goods, but no one was buying them. I went up and bought a carrot cake muffin. It was very good. I bought a brownie and it was very good. I bought a cupcake and it was very good. I tried telling everyone that their stuff was good, but no one listened because there was another people selling baked goods and everybody was going there. The two start to fight and all I did was eat their good without paying. I left but no dude saw me. There was a prophecy about baking or something. The Block, January 1st, 2026. There is a mysterious block in the basement. If you interact with it, it will give you a game to play and constantly watch you. If you're able to finish the game, it will leave you alone. If you don't, it will kill you or you'll go missing in a white void to play more games to escape. It depends if the block likes you or not. A woman came taught a house and pretended to be a friend and then she informed me that the block is in my basement. I got scared. She told me if I don't want the block to hurt me, stay away from the basement. I went in the basement anyway and then the whole world turned into a simulation. The sky had turned to white and there were these creatures that joined me asking for help. The game we had to play to escape was to build a weird contraption. I tried building it with the creatures but they would listen but kept panicking. They went to the backyard to figure out what to do. I built the weird contraption and I was able to escape by boat. The whole world turned into a gigantic river, but everything was still white. I was on the boat for a long time and I was fearing that the cube may show up out of nowhere. I heard the cries of the creatures as I escaped the simulation place. There was a giant door at the end of the river. I went through it, but it was black. The Handsome Lawyer, May 23, 2026. There was a lawyer online who got a humongous following because he was very handsome. He became very popular because he was handsome. That's it. I watched some of his content online and saying Hawa wants to end the world. It's ending the world again. Oh my god. Those comments didn't bother some people because he is a good looking guy. The handsome never got to me. I didn't care if he was Hadom. I cared that the world might end. This guy had used his lawyer money to build a giant sword that will shoot the earth and destroy everything. I hid under my bed while the whole world was being destroyed. Then I shouted something like, "You're a stupid lawyer!" Dirt Bike, June 4, 2026. This is my most recent dream. Okay, I was at a random park and had a dirt bike for some reason. There was a giant hill at this park and I tried riding the dirt bike up the hill, but it flipped over and I exploded. A ton of people witnessed me exploding and didn't do anything. I was on the ground dying and asking for help, but people just recorded me on their phones and laughed. Okay, and yeah, those are my dreams. I think I should make this a yearly occurrence of me just reading the dreams I had for the year. Oh, this is a cool thing. So, but I can, okay, that wasn't really tightened that good. See, I can do. That was stupid. Okay.